Hello to all of my entrepreneurs out there who want to capture all of the juice from your entire life experience and not just capitalize on the ROI of your business, but also your entire fucking life. What I do is I help make sense of the energetics using numerology and astrology to help you translate the energy of each and every day into something tangible that will help you maximize the ROI of your life. So we're going to dive in. Welcome to the one energy of January. The one energy of 2026. Sorry, I'm just getting organized because yes, I'm pulling cards. Okay. The one energy of January of 2026. Oh my God, focus. This is exactly what's happening in the one energy. It has you bouncing all over the place. Actually, today I noticed myself, and I didn't sleep well and I had weird nightmares, but I also noticed that I was going into one room and completely forgetting why I went there and doing something completely different. I did that like 3 or 4 times this morning. That's what 2026 feels like. I'm just kind of bouncing all over the place. There's so many ideas. There's so much fresh energy. We don't know what to do with all of it. And so really being intentional is the key here and focusing in. What is it that I need to do right now in this moment without allowing yourself to go off on different tangents? Kristen, you too. I know. It's so funny. I'm like, oh, I need to tag the artist that we just purchased art from on Instagram. Great. The pamphlet is in the bathroom downstairs. Great. I went downstairs. I got a drink. I grabbed my sweater. I pet the cat. I grabbed a snack. And then I ended up back upstairs in my office without the pamphlet and went, oh shit. So I had to go back downstairs again. It's just little shit like that, right? We're going to be noticing that all year long. But if that kind of energy gets completely out of control because you're not being intentional and you're not being focused, it's going to be a little messy. So I don't want messy. I'm sure you don't either. So let's talk about what we can do. Kendra, that's why you felt suddenly confused. You've been looping today. Yes. Welcome to 2026. We're all confused because we have not experienced this energy in 10 years. And so we're like, what do I do? What's my name? Why did I come to this room? Yeah, it's totally fine. We will settle. And that's what this next week is all about. So January as well carries the energy of the 2. When you do the math with the numerology, it is not a 1 energy month. It is a 2 energy month. January is really about being intentional with your decisions, trusting yourself to make decisions that are right for you, really honing in on that intentionality. It's what we're talking about all month long. Being intentional, being decisive, trusting yourself to figure it out along the way. We're not going to have the answers as we build something new. If you'd already built it, then you would have the answers. You would know how to do something. But as we're all moving into this one energy and this new energy of 2026, this whole new decade, we're like, but I've never built that before, so how the fuck should I know how to build that? Maybe I do need to go and get a beverage and have a snack before I go into my next task. It's really about trusting the process. Blissful 2026 liftoff. Exactly, Timothy. So I'm going to break this down day by day for the week of January 5th through 11th as soon as I get my notes open. Come on. There we go. All right. So we are also in a season for the next 50-ish days where we are ruled by the planet of Mercury. So what does that mean? The Mercury planet is all about ideas, mental capacity, communication, how we express ourselves. But Mercury energy is also mercurial. It changes very quickly. It is very rapid. It's a planet that moves around the sun very, very quickly. And so as you have new ideas, as new things come to light, you may be like, ooh, 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 ooh. It's okay. What I recommend to everyone is that you document, that you write everything down. Keep an ideas journal with you and just write down the dreams that you're having, the passionate things, conversations that you're experiencing, the little bits of inspiration that drop in while you're in the shower or meditating or anything. Just write it down. You don't need to have all the answers just yet. Those are coming. So for now, just allow it to settle. We are settling and calibrating to new energy this week. So let's dive in. Monday, January 5th, 9 of Spades, ruling 7. Let 2026 officially begin. We're still in that, like, what day is it? And how much cheese did I eat at the time of this recording? I ate a lot of cheese. So Monday really does, actually, next week, we have this energy coming in on January 8th as well, where we experience the actual energetic beginning of the one. But as we start to shift on Monday into different energies, it takes a moment to adjust and calibrate. Kendra, right? Cheese is amazing. Spoken from the girl who lives in Minnesota. Oh my gosh. I remember when I visited Minnesota, we went to Wisconsin as well, and I was like, oh my God, the cheese curds, everything. Okay, focus. See what I mean? Focus. All right, as we fully shift into different energies, it takes a moment to adjust and to calibrate. The fastest way to do this is to actually follow through without negotiating with your ego. Your ego is going to come up with all sorts of excuses as to why you don't need to follow through on your commitments. It's going to say things like, I don't feel like it. It's going to say, well, I didn't sleep very well. Or, I'll just do it tomorrow. It's fine. If you've ever tried to start a new workout routine or a new nutrition habit, or, you've decided you're going to sell your offer every single day, or create content every single day, anything, you've started a new habit, your ego tries to negotiate. It doesn't like the change. It always tries to come up with reasons why you could just leave it until tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow. Don't do that on Monday. It's going to be sneaky in its attempt to keep you safe. That's all it's trying to do. But 2026 is not about safety. It's really not. It's not about feeling ready. Trust me, you're never going to feel ready. It's about getting what you fucking want. So that means you've got to make the move that your heart desires, not what your ego thinks is the right move. So take that one non-negotiable step towards what you want. Make the phone call, email the potential collaboration, do the thing that scares you so much it makes you want to puke. Because that right there is how you get what you desire. No hesitation, no negotiation, just movement. And here's what I'm doing. I have a meeting on Monday to discuss creating a new branch of my business called Blue Collar Coaching, where I'm going to be going out to automotive shops, mechanics, anybody who works in the blue collar industry, to have conversations about them around leadership training and how that's going to look, and doing conferences and workshops, more in-person work in my local community in a completely different sector. That's what I'm talking about, of doing something you never even thought of before, that scares you, that also makes your ego go, what the fuck? And go for it. Just make one move. Just make one move. That's all you got to do. All right. Tuesday, January 6th, 8 of Spades ruling 8. This one's a big day and something to really pay attention to, because the 8 is about flow, but the 8 also doesn't really like change that much. And the 8 moves very, very quickly. And that's a lot of 8 energy. And you can either try to force life to happen, or you can flow with life. My clients have heard this metaphor so many times of, when you're flowing down the river and you run into a boulder in the middle of the river, do you get out of the kayak and try to move the boulder, or do you just fucking go around it? That's what this energy is. Both options work. It's just one's easier than the other. I know which one I'm going to choose, right? One requires a hell of a lot of pushing and efforting, and the other one requires you to just move out of the way. You can choose to flow around it. Yeah, Kendra, you could land and climb the boulder. Absolutely. You could go over top of the boulder. You can go around the boulder. But why the fuck would you try to move the boulder? Seems like a hell of a lot of work. Any resistance that shows up for you today is simply your ego trying to put a damn boulder in your way. That's all that's happening here. Your ego does not want anything to change. Your ego wants everything to stay exactly the same because that's safe. It's comfortable, maybe. Today, notice where you instinctively default to old patterns and interrupt it immediately. And ask yourself, how can I make this easier on myself? Instead of moving about your day on autopilot, consciously choose to shift up your routine. Maybe move your body at a different time today. Maybe eat something different that you normally don't eat. Maybe try out a new route on your way to the store. Whatever it is, it doesn't need to be anything big. Even these tiny disruptions make a difference in how you calibrate to new energy. And momentum is never built under pressure. It can be, but not the way I like to do it. It's built with follow through and proving to yourself through these micro steps that you are willing to hold the line of your new identity. All right, Wednesday, January 7th, we've got a 7 of spades ruling 9. Find ways to stabilize yourself today. You may feel very ungrounded today, so do things like take a really long walk without a podcast or any noise in your ears and just be with the earth. Maybe have a nice long hot Epsom bath. Intentionally clean up a space in your house or create an altar of some kind just to ground today's energy because it's going to feel a little bit wee. So rather than being wee, although that can be fun, we want to actually do something practical and tangible with this energy. So today is really about making your new rhythm feel more normal to you as you start to calibrate and settle in. And as we shed the final layers of the 9 energy from the last 9 years, it's more about repetition than intensity. So rather than flying at your day with a to-do list that's a million miles long, consider how you might create more efficiency today. So can you batch a few pieces of content all at once? Or maybe time block a few 20 minutes sections of your day to get your finances up to date. It is coming close to tax season, my friends. Maybe there's a repetitive task that you do in your business all the time that you could spend some time automating. Whatever that is, think of ways to create sustainability and stability to support your expansion. Thursday, January 8th, 6 of spades ruling 1 today marks the official beginning of the 1 energy, and decisiveness matters. Don't be complacent in your decision making. Don't put off for tomorrow what you can do today. Do not procrastinate. I know that you have something you've been thinking about, you've been circling around, you've been wondering about. Make a fucking decision and close the loop. It's either a fuck yes or a fuck no. There is no gray area. Just decide. You're either going to do the damn thing or you're not. There is no right or wrong here. There's no, well, if I do it this way, what if this happened? No, just fuck yes or fuck no. You cannot choose wrong. As we move into 2026, things are about to get really noisy. Everyone is going to have the next best thing since sliced bread, including you. And the only way to quiet the noise is to shut out all the superfluous, that's a word, and stay honed in on the core focus. So no shining objects, no bouncing around from one idea to the next. If you find yourself in a room not wondering why you're in that room, take a breath and get grounded before you skip off to the next thing. Just choose a fucking path. Put your head down and take action toward it. Decisiveness is going to restore any lack of confidence, any uncertainty, and it's going to simplify the pathway forward for you. Friday, January 9th, we've got a 5 of spades and a ruling 2, and this energy is much different than the beginning of the week. You didn't come here to post content and sell your offers and sit behind your computer all day long. Although there are times when we need to do that, but Friday ain't that. You didn't come here to be stuck in a rut of the same routine day after day after day after day after day after day. You came here to play and to create in God's playground. Today's energy asks you, how will you experience more of what you desire? What can you do today to amplify the experience of being alive? Use today's energy to go deeper, to experience more of your life, to celebrate and honor the fact that you're even fucking here. What a time it is to be alive. What grand adventure do you have the balls to claim? And what experience do you desire deep in your soul? That's what you came here to do. So what the fuck are you waiting for? Go create it now. Saturday, January 10th, 4 of spades, ruling 3. Find ways today to ground. Grounding is going to be very important all year long. So you're going to hear me say that in pretty much every single forecast for the rest of the year. Integrate the first 10 days of the year. Settle into your routines. Settle into your new skin. There's no rush today. There's no need for hustle. Just give yourself the gift of quiet reflection, a little bit of self-care. Spend some time maybe meal prepping. Read a book just for the love of reading. Organize a space at your home that it needs a little bit of extra attention. Think steady and slow, not fast and furious. That is not today's energy. Maybe even consider a new hobby that you might lean into, that you've decided you want to learn something new. Maybe you want to learn a new language, or you want to learn how to knit and crochet. I don't know, whatever it is. Find a new way of creating something simply because you can, not because you have to. And today, integrate and ground by using your hands and your body to settle into 2026. And then finally, January 11th, 3 of spades, ruling 4. Take a look at the week ahead and be intentional. Plan for your life and your business. So, number 1, schedule out your personal time first. And for the love of God, please schedule in something fun and inspirational. I know for those of you in the colder areas of the world, it's January. It's gray, it's cold, it's boring. The sun hasn't come out here for a very long time. Oh, I see blue sky. But that doesn't mean that you can't intentionally create something fun to light you up, to inspire you. Go to a museum, go to an art gallery, go to get a massage. I don't know, whatever. Do something fun. Also, block off time with your loved ones and make a commitment to being present for those precious moments. Not blocking off time with your loved ones to spend a bunch of time on your device. Don't sit beside each other, texting each other on the couch. Also, think about what you are selling this week. Plan some content themes around that. Consider your client delivery and what space is needed to create and prep for that. And choose your priorities for the week ahead. Rather than running into the week with like 50 things that you want to get done and never getting any of them done because you were all over the place, choose 3. 3 priorities. These are the things that are non-negotiable. And do it with playfulness, expansion, and fun in mind. Because what the fuck are you doing it all for if it's not fun? Life is never about just getting shit done. Yeah, we get a really good dopamine hit from that, but it's not really just about tying up loose ends. Life is about that moment-to-moment presence of being alive right here and right fucking now. So how can you intentionally weave that into the week ahead? Move into Monday with calm momentum and solid ground under your feet. And of course, if you're not in the Daily Digits membership, I really don't know what you're doing with your life. It is the only membership with a Book of Life numerologist where you can literally pull out your phone, pull it out of your pocket every single day, and leverage it to immediately seek out success, evidence of success with your brain, using 3 very simple tools. This is all in Telegram. It's hosted. You get a daily drop, but it ultimately is set up not only to help you build your business and tactically and energetically use all of the numerology that's available to us, but it's mostly just for you to get a return on investment every fucking day. Because what else are you doing it for?